Let's be real, all positive, no negative. Right here, presented to you by Epic TV Media Worldwide. Let's Be Real presents Rayleen, Phoenix Mo, and Queen B. Right here on the Epic TV Media Topic Show with the Let's Be Real Show. Let's go! Brought to you by Epic TV Media Worldwide.
Hey, welcome to Let's Be Real. This is Rayleen.
And this is your girl, Queen B.
How you feeling tonight, Queen B?
I'm good, and you?
We about to get into this tea.
Yes, are you ready?
Most definitely, most definitely.
I think we got some good topics at hand today that we gonna, talk about, show them some little bit of insight on a couple people that have been missing in industry and so forth. So
They've been busy.
that part.
So I think the first topic we're gonna get on, I'm gonna go ahead and cover the first topic. It's P. Diddy, originally known as Sean Puffy Combs. We're first going to start out with some of his accolades in case anybody doesn't know who P. Diddy is. You like P. Diddy? I like his music. I like his art.
I like when he be on stage trying to get it. Like, hey, he always want to be dancing somewhere.
He's definitely talented. But there's just been some headlines right now, allegations. Everybody, P. Diddy founded the Blue Flame. I don't know if anybody has heard of Blue Flame, but it's a brand development company. He also has launched Sean John, Urban Designs, apparel, fragrances, eyeglassware, watches, jewelry, whatever you name it. He also went in on an agreement with Ciroc, as well as spokesperson and marketing and for promotion. He launched Revolt as well, which is his new production company. And he also had the Puffy Flavor Camp. Okay. That was for the young kids. So recently, there was some allegations going on with Puffy concerning. Basically, there's like 100 hours of illegal activity. 100 hours of illegal activity, girl. Yes. Sex workers, laced drinks.
They were doing the most.
Yes. Apparently, there's been these side parties where the elites are. And, it went from Cassie to Little Rod to Sarah Johnson to Jane Doe. And they're all alleging almost the same things, like forced sexual activities in front of other artists, him being with male artists, of course. That's been out there. Tapes and the pictures have been leaked.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? We're going to go ahead and go into this video, and we're going to let y'all see what they're saying about the video.
I've been holding a lot of shit in lately. Oh man, I just had like a 3.5 hour cry.
From one lawsuit to the other, Diddy's problems aren't getting any easier. He has remained the headline for a while and has just recently sent out a disturbing message from court to the public. In this video, we would delve right into the accusations laid against him and the content of the message that has got everyone talking. Diddy and lawsuits. Music mogul and rapper Sean Diddy Combs has faced a storm of controversy with shocking allegations of gang rape and sex trafficking. In addition to these allegations, Diddy has also been exposed by a transgender activist for allegedly utilizing transgender prostitution services. The activist claims that Diddy has been indulging in his preferences under the raps for years.
And gay, not being just full out gay, but hiding it, trying to pretend like he, loves girls and lives the rap life.
These revelations, coupled with the rumors surrounding his relationships with other men, paint a picture of a man with secret gay endeavors. They have sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry, raising questions about the abuse of power and the treatment of women in the music industry. In November 2023, singer Cassie made headlines when she filed a bombshell lawsuit against her ex-boyfriend, Sean Diddy Combs. The lawsuit alleged a decade-long cycle of abuse, violence, and sex trafficking that Cassie endured during their tumultuous relationship. Cassie Ventura and Sean Diddy Combs were once seen as a power couple in the music industry. Their relationship spanned nearly a decade, capturing the attention of fans and media alike. Cassie, a talented singer and model, first crossed paths with Diddy while working on an album together. As they collaborated on music, their bond grew stronger, and they became inseparable. Little did the public know, Cassie was allegedly enduring a nightmare of abuse and exploitation at the hands of Diddy. The duration of their partnership became a breeding ground for manipulation and control, as Diddy allegedly used his power and influence to subject Cassie to unspeakable acts. One person who witnessed the disturbing dynamics of Cassie and Diddy's relationship firsthand is Tiffany Red, a longtime friend of Cassie and a respected singer-songwriter and activist.
I don't think people understand what it's like to be traumatized by somebody famous and rich.
Tiffany had the opportunity to work closely with Cassie on an album, which allowed her to observe the troubling behavior exhibited by Diddy towards her friend. While Tiffany was not aware of the alleged physical assault at the time, she witnessed instances of verbal abuse on more than one occasion. One particularly distressing incident occurred during Cassie's 29th birthday celebration in 2015. Diddy unexpectedly...
This technology made pyramids levitate and fly.
Did we just hit an ad?
He showed up at the karaoke event where Cassie and a group of friends were celebrating. What should have been a joyous occasion quickly turned into a nightmare. According to Tiffany, Diddy cornered Cassie, cussing her out with his hand in her face. The verbal assault was a shocking display of control and aggression, leaving those present feeling uncomfortable and concerned for Cassie's well-being. According to her complaint filed in New York, Cassie claimed that she was trapped in this abusive cycle, which included a 2018 rape after she tried to leave Diddy, as well as multiple instances of domestic violence. Diddy's lawyer, Ben Brafman, vehemently denied the allegations, calling them offensive and outrageous. He claimed that Cassie's demand for $30 million under the threat of writing a damaging book about their relationship was blatant blackmail. Just 24 hours after Cassie filed her lawsuit, she and Diddy announced that they had reached an undisclosed settlement. While the details of the settlement remain confidential, it is clear that both parties sought to resolve the matter amicably. Once again, the rapper finds himself embroiled in yet another scandal as he faces a second lawsuit. This time, producer Lil Rod, whose real name is Rodney Jones, has come forward with shocking allegations of sexual assault, drugging, sex trafficking, and threats against Diddy. Lil Rod accuses Diddy of a range of heinous acts, including sexual assault, drugging, sex trafficking, and threats. These allegations cover a period of over a year, from September 2022 to November 2023, during which Lil Rod and Diddy lived and traveled together while working on the production of songs for the Love album Off the Grid, which later received a Grammy nomination. The lawsuit alleges that Lil Rod recorded hundreds of hours of video evidence that captures Diddy and his inner circle engaging in what can only be described as serious illegal activity. The suit also includes screenshots from parties hosted by Diddy, where sex workers and underage girls were allegedly present and given laced drinks at Diddy's behest. Yet again, Diddy finds himself embroiled in his third lawsuit. This time, the allegations are more serious than ever before, as a woman named Sarah Johnson has come forward with shocking accusations against the music mogul. Sarah, a talented singer with dreams of making it big in the music industry, crossed paths with Diddy at a star-studded industry party. Little did she know that this encounter would change her life forever. Diddy was captivated by Sarah's incredible voice and offered her a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to collaborate on a new album. Excited and hopeful, Sarah saw this as her big break. However, as they worked together on the album, she began to notice a disturbing change in Diddy's behavior. He became increasingly demanding and controlling, often belittling her and dismissing her ideas. What started as a dream collaboration quickly turned into a nightmare, but it didn't stop there. Sarah alleges that Diddy made unwanted advances towards her, creating a hostile work environment. She claims that he used his power and influence to manipulate her into uncomfortable situations, leaving her feeling trapped and helpless. As tensions reached a boiling point, Sarah decided to confront Diddy about his behavior, demanding that he treat her with respect. However, instead of acknowledging his wrongdoing, Diddy fired her from the project, leaving her devastated and without a voice. Determined to seek justice, Sarah filed a lawsuit against Diddy, accusing him him of sexual harassment, emotional distress, and wrongful termination. For the fourth time, the scandalous world of Sean Diddy Combs led him to face his fourth lawsuit, where he was once again accused of sexual assault. A fourth woman, known as Jane Doe, has come forward claiming that Diddy and 2 other gangs raped her when she was just 17 years old. Jane Doe alleges that upon arriving at the studio, she was given copious amounts of drugs and alcohol. The atmosphere quickly shifted from one of excitement to one of manipulation and control. It is alleged that Diddy, along with 2 other men, took turns raping her, subjecting her to a nightmarish ordeal that would scar her for life. Jane Doe recalls drifting in and out of consciousness during the assault, her body and mind overwhelmed by the substances forced upon her. The pain she endured was unimaginable, leaving her barely able to stand or remember how she managed to make it back home. In the world of fame and fortune, secrets and scandals often lurk beneath the surface. And when it comes to Diddy, the whispers about his alleged involvement with other celebrities have reached outrageous levels. The entertainment industry is filled with whispers and speculation about the hidden lives of its biggest stars, and Diddy seems to be at the center of it all. One fan pointed out that Diddy's love for taking men shopping, a gesture often associated with his romantic interests, is a clear indication of his true preferences. He has been known to shower his lovers with extravagant gifts and lavish lifestyles. Could this be a way for him to keep them close and under his control? But the rumors don't stop there. A bombshell clip released by Jaguar Wright revealed that a former employee of Diddy walked in on him engaging in intimate acts with Christopher Williams. The incident had a traumatic impact on the employee, who was compelled to leave the room as Diddy and Christopher Williams showed no sign of ending their encounter. Diddy
So, some of the things that I feel that Diddy could have did better. First of all, just having these parties, you know, as an entertainer, I don't think having those type of sexual activities and forcing your employees to witness this. Why he did it, we don't know, of course. Fame, power, control, of course. But never should have been having no sexual parties, forcing your employees to go out and find your sexual prostitutes, witness the sexual activities, threaten them if they decided that they wanted to leave. And you know, for young aspiring artists, this is something that's well known in the industry, that they, you know, they're new to the industry. They're thinking they're meeting these older people, veterans in the game, thinking they're going to get some good information, some advice, some guidance. And it's looking, you know, from all these allegations, what's really going on, you know? Maybe, you know, if he couldn't stay away from this area, maybe he should have had a team of all guys, but I guess, you know, I can't say that. I don't either. I would just say stay business oriented. You know, business oriented, leave the sexual innuendos and everything away from business. Treat the people that have been there with you down that path, treat them with the utmost respect, of course. What do you think, Bianca?
So I think that Diddy kind of played his part a whole like incorrect way. You know, some people have different, you know, whatever you want to call it when it comes to that, but it's all in how you do things. If you're forcing people to do things, that's not acceptable, you know. Now I understand, you know, some people in the music industry and in the game, it's a crazy world, so it's a lot that goes on, you know, and some people look at it as, you know, maybe for the money, the fame or whatever, why they do things, you know, and then sometimes they do it and regret it afterwards or whatever the case may be. But I ultimately think that Diddy, you know, if that was your choice, then you should have did that in the privacy of your own home, your own, not involving everybody else into that. Everybody else shouldn't have had to see what you were doing, you know. If it's something you want to do, you know, keep that in the privacy of what you got going on, you know, because who's to say the next person really wanted to walk in and see you do anything, or even that, like you taking advantage of people's children and stuff like that. Like, you're supposed to be a role model to them. You're supposed to be out here showing them that they can do something with their lives. But how are you doing that if you're inviting them to parties and, spiking their drink with something? Like, that's not acceptable, and why would you want to even sleep with somebody or engage with somebody that you had to take something from? Like, why would that be a reason?
That all of that right there. If you gotta take it, then come on now. Decades of abuse, violence, exploitation. It's like you were seated in a seat where you could have made the biggest change.
And you chose not to, which is crazy. He chose to just engage in kind of what it seems like. And honestly, that just seems like the upper industry. It's a lot of that going on nowadays. It's coming out. And it's like maybe back in the day, they felt it was okay, and they kept it under the wraps. But it's like it's, stemming from all different places with like, they're doing this with these men. They're doing this with these children. Like, make it make sense. You guys are in levels of power to empower people. Like, why would you be, doing some things that you have no business doing? And again, if you a freak, keep that shit behind closed doors.
Period.
I'm just saying.
There ain't nothing wrong with being a freak now, but like when you're putting it all out there and you're doing things that's just violating other people to that level, to that degree. Your character is the most important thing in the industry to me, and handling not only character, but the way you handle business. Stand on your word, and the way that you handle business, make sure it's professional.
Well, if you think that you gotta sleep with everybody that comes to the door or engage in some type of activity with them, like, that's not cool. Like, you get people a lot further in life if you stick with business. Okay, this is what you invited them in to see, was the good life, the what they can do, what they can, how they can make their dreams come true. Why subject to something that's going to ultimately, deter them from them dreams? Like, why would you want to do that?
Right. So that's the best advice I can give to Diddy. He has a long road. It looks like there's 1, 2, 3. You got Jane Doe, you got Jaguar, right, putting them out there. You got Sarah Johnson suing them. You had Cassie and Lil Rod. Everybody alleging the same things. So at the end of the day, all I can really say, to put some positivity in the air. Like I pray and hope that you get over this hump and you learn your lesson. But it's not looking good for you, Diddy. It's not looking good for you. And definitely, we already know he got representation. But for all these sexual assault charges, drugging and manipulation and control,
Having a bag though shouldn't be like, here I can go pay these people off. Like, that shouldn't be it. Like, ultimately some people handle things differently, so they got to live with that, and depending on how they take that, that can mentally mess a person up. So it's like, just because you got money, like, and you do have that good lawyers behind you, don't mean that like it should be okay.
Right. Definitely. Money doesn't mean you can disrespect people.
That part.
So you're either an upstanding person or you're not.
That part right there.
Guess we're gonna find out, aren't we?
When it's all said and done. Well, tune in.
It's gonna be everywhere. We're gonna find out. So what you got to bring, Bianca? What we hearing from you?
So tonight we talking about a little bit about the Waynes and what happened to Sean Wayne and where he kind of disappeared through not doing too many videos anymore, So we're gonna watch a small clip of him, and then we're gonna get into, how he started and, where he comes from and what he's doing now.
Graduation. Sean swiftly joined his elder siblings on the Fox sketch comedy series In Living Color. While still a teenager, Keenan hinted at an opportunity, propelling Sean into the world of entertainment. At 19, Sean assumed the role of a production assistant on the show's pilot episode and later showcased his musical talents as an in-house DJ. Adopting the moniker SW1 for the first 2 seasons,
His trajectory within the show expanded as he seamlessly integrated into the writing program and emerged as a featured performer. Collaborating with family members Dwayne, Keenan, Damon, Marlon, and sister Kim, Sean left an indelible mark on the series. Among his standout contributions was a memorable sketch where he skillfully impersonated the character J.J. Evans from Good Times. In a candid revelation on the 2019 episode of the podcast Drink Champs, Marlon Wayans, the youngest sibling of the Wayans clan, offered insights into Sean's evolution as DJ SW1 on In Living Color.
Okay, so that was just a little bit of breakdown of Sean Wayans and kind of how he started out. He started out in like 1988, and "I'ma Get You Sucker." That was his first like big film that he played in. Um, and he did in Living Color. He did a couple comedy shows. And basically, he decided that he wanted to stop doing movies and things like that because he was a single father of three. So he wanted to put more time into being a father and raising his children. So he decided to move his career more towards like the comedy shows and the tours and DJing different events and things like that. Him and his family all played in Living Color. And he started at 17 years old being a comedian, and then his brother had told him, like, listen, because he decided he wanted to drop out of school and stuff, like, hey, I don't want to do this anymore. And his brother's like, listen, if you do this, then I got better opportunities for you, but I need you to finish school first. Like, so in order for you to move ahead, in this industry, you're going to need this under your belt. Which I thought was pretty cool because, most people don't tell you that. Like, hey, I need you to get an education first. Like, in order for us to be anything successful, it's going to start here. But now, that he's done over the years, they said the last film that he decided he wanted to do was like in 2017, which was like for his comedian tour. But before that, he hadn't been in a show in a while. So he's just been really focusing on being a father and raising his children and just, doing it like on the back end type of thing.
Right. Because I remember watching some of his shows, and his shows were his comedy was amazing.
Oh, yeah.
He was
like, he done made all kind of like cartoons, they did White Chicks, they did Little Man, and all of these shows are totally funny, so it always brings, something hilarious. And a lot of them are family shows, which makes it even better. I know that they said like, he had a couple shows where he had like some adversity with where, it was kind of hard because there was things that he wanted to do that the TV stations weren't allowing. As far as like the people that he wanted to work with or things like that. But, he was able to do, a couple of the different little shows and, he aired on like, special appearance on a lot of different shows. So I thought that was really cool. But like I said, I think the biggest thing for me was that, he decided to like kind of put that in the back and still be famous, but put more time towards, building with his family and things like that, So I was like, okay, that was pretty cool, Everybody wondering where he's at, what's going on. It's like, well, he decided to, do things a little bit differently for his route.
Right. So, yeah, family comes first always.
All the time.
Family comes first and then handling that business, but still remaining relevant and standing on business. Of course,
That's something he did. Yeah, so I'm like, that's something.
That man,
I'm like, he's still relevant, so that's a good thing. He's still bringing in a paycheck, off his name. So that's A1 right there.
Yeah, you got to. How you gonna pay them bills? So they never stop coming in. So definitely salute to them. I hope he gets back in it. Did he say anything about coming back?
So no, he said he was more focused on completing these tours. So he has some tours that he's going to be working on coming up soon. But that's basically what he was on, was like DJing these private parties and his love for music. And I was like, okay, like, which was crazy because they said in Living Single, he actually got a producer's role in a Living Single to do a lot of the production and the music behind the scene. So I was like, oh, okay, I didn't even know that. So they was like, yeah, he got a way bigger role, and that was what he fell in love with. So he turned his passion into what he what he decided to do in the end.
I think that's the most important thing when like finding what it is that it is your niche. Just having passion to do it is going to make the whole process even better. Just like getting into something and not having no passion for it and doing it. A lot of people, they half-ass, if you have a passion for it, it's like you're gonna just put so much effort into it. And you could totally tell when him and his brother were together, they were absolutely just firecrackers on the screen.
They come from a family of 10. He's actually number 9 in a family of 10. Okay. And it's like, I believe they said it's 7 of them that are all like in the industry. And I'm like, oh, that's an amazing thing. And they actually all played in, if I'm not mistaken, they all got a role in Living Single when it was out. I mean, in Living Color, I apologize. And in Living Color. So I was like, shit, they whole family basically, they made a way for not for just for them, but to bring on, other people and make them other people relevant, and it's a family business now, so I'm like, okay.
We're gonna see him on the screen soon again.
That part. Or at least at a store. He need to come out here so we can see him.
Right. Oh, you know what? Talking about coming out here, I think we got somebody coming out here soon too.
I think this weekend, ain't it?
Yeah.
Is it this coming up?
Was it Justin Timberlake?
Yeah, he's supposed to be in town this weekend. Yeah.
He's holding hands, walking on the beach, our toes in the sand.
I'm ready to go walk on somebody's beach. Can we hold hands and walk on the beach? I'm ready. That part.
You can be my baby. I'm a big Justin Timberlake fan. I love his music. I've always been a fan.
He's come a long ways, though. He's come a long way.
In sync.
Yeah.
That was like the boy group, right?
Yeah. Back in the day, everybody was in love with them. Like, oh my goodness. Yes.
I had my crushes. Oh, we gonna watch a little video, see what it's looking like. Justin Timberlake, we looking for you out here.
Yeah, we waiting.
Superstar Justin Timberlake is returning to the stage for the first time in 5 years. The Forget Tomorrow World Tour kicks off on April 29th, and he'll perform here in the Valley on May 21st at the Footprint Center. Fans can expect to hear new music from his upcoming album, Everything I Thought It Was. Tickets go on sale Friday, February 2nd.
Okay.
So they said after 5 years, he's finally coming back to the stage. You better give it all you got.
You better.
Make it 5 years. You better give it all you got. I want to hear it all.
They be needing that break. That break is well needed, but 5 years. Oh, I guarantee you that album is fire.
Yeah, well, listen, you think about how much passion and time he put into that, how much, he really thought about that before he came out, with anything new. And that's amazing because, a lot of people, they get their music and they're just like, hurry, hurry, hurry. Let's get it out. Let's get it out. And it's like, no, take your time, really pay attention, listen to your fans, your supporters, see what they want and then go full force, and, because like him, he's been around forever. So, we already know he's going to give us some amazing music. You just think that with that extra time that, he probably had to go through some things, to get through some things to even make that album, what it was. So
of course,
hopefully it's going to be a good thing. Like, I'm like 5 years. Ooh, you had some chill time.
I got my tickets.
Yeah. Like, I'm ready to go.
I got my tickets, Justin.
This is my thing about loving these events and these concerts, because I love to go shopping. So when it's a new concert, a new event, I'm like, hey, I got to go spend some money because somebody's in town. Let's go.
Right. You're going to see all different types of people. It's definitely going to be there. Several opportunities. Oh, yeah. And then Justin Timberlake.
And then him.
Yes,
Well,
yes,
maybe,
yes,
maybe
yes.
he might, get on stage and take his shirt off a little bit for us, be a little bit sweaty, I'm just saying, put
Yeah.
some spotlights on him.
It does get hot on that stage. That's a big stage to cover for one person. So, you
That
see any of his concerts, he come with the background effects, the dancers and everything. So I'm trying to see if I can creep backstage VIP so I can shake his hand or something,
Or just pull us on stage with you while you're performing. Can you pull us on stage with you? We'll be ready. That part.
What they have, I think they had him in sync, and then they also had Backstreet Boys.
I
think there was another one. Am I missing?
There was like 4 or 5 of them back then. Yeah.
Those are my main ones. I used to just be that one little teenager sitting in her room, putting a little tape in my little stereo.
And posters of them on the wall. Yep. Look, I had to tell you secrets. Posters on the wall.
Yes. They used to have the big fold out pictures of all the stars, and we used to just put all of our favorite ones on the wall. Those the
take them out the magazines and stuff.
So definitely with all that information, y'all, we got a poppin' weekend with Justin Timberlake. I'm hoping that y'all go get y'all tickets. Y'all go out there, show him some love, because I know me and Bianca going.
Listen, we already booked and ready.
We are going. So definitely going to try to start shooting some of these live events out here, get some footage and cover it on the show for y'all. We're going to keep you updated with the P. Diddy incident. Also, if we get some updates about Shawn Wayans, we can have Bianca come back on. Yeah, give us a little update, but definitely more updates to come with P. Diddy and everything. So yeah, that really concludes our show. Unless you got something you want to add, you got anything else you want to add for the audience?
Just for our fans and followers, if there's any topics that you guys would like us to talk about or bring up, anytime you guys would like to join our lives or call in, you guys are more than welcome to. It's Let's Be Real, so the book is open. We just like to be respectful, as being real, and try to make things as positive as possible. But you guys are more than welcome to tap in with us and let us know what you would like to hear from us. If you'd like to hear something different, tap in and we'll make it happen.
Yep, sure will. And that's our show tonight for y'all. Let's be real.
Sir.
I'm Rayleen.
I'm Queen.
It was nice chatting with y'all tonight. We'll holla at y'all. See you next week on Thursday.
Let's be real, all positive, no negative. Right here, presented to you by Epic TV Media Worldwide. Let's Be Real presents Rayleen, Phoenix Mo, and Queen B. Right here on the Epic TV Media Topic Show with the Let's Be Real Show. Let's go.